Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Liz and welcome back to Skybees. In the last episode, we made this mob farm, which does pretty well. Does well enough for what we needed it for, which was bones, which we needed last episode, so that we could make the crucible, which is over there, and from that make the cobblestone generator. So we are collecting quite a bit of cobblestone, and I've gone ahead and used a bit of it to make a little bit of a under our current level platform, which is not completely finished, but it's finished enough. And as you can see, our base is a little bit kind of torn up. So if you are unaware, typically when I do Skyblocks, I like to do different platforms in the sky with, I mean, obviously in the sky, but with, like, the various... Hi, Emberwalker, you have a bow. Can you actually shoot at me? No? Okay. You just aggroed on. Okay, that's fine. So usually I will do different... Oh, that is a slab. Different platforms that I then make bridges between. But this time I'm going to do something a little bit different, a little bit more decorative. And I have some plans, but I'm not going to get into that today. And it's going to take me a while before I kind of figure it out. It is a geometric pattern, and those can be kind of difficult to do, but it's going to be one big platform that looks a little bit different. This will be the center just because spawn makes the most sense. And yeah, it's going to take me some time to kind of figure out how big I want each section and all that kind of fun stuff. So we'll get there. But anyways, today we have a lot of work to do. See, we're playing Skybees, but we don't currently have any bees, and that's kind of a problem. One thing I also want to do is go ahead and take all of this cobblestone out, and we're going to turn this chest into a drawer. And the sole reason for this is because, well, we're going to have a lot... Oh, hey, it was a quest, apparently. Drawers. Cool. Once us make all the different drawers, we'll get to that stuff later. But, yeah, we're going to make drawers because these store a lot more cobblestone. Currently have a little over 1,000. And yeah, it's not too bad. So I have some things in here, and we need to start working on getting things going. So there are presumably 2 ways to get bees in this. Is there an Enderman in there? There are Endermen in here. Can we kill the Enderman? Unfortunately, we have just a stone, or a wooden sword. We have our first Ender Pearl. Awesome. Okay. Hopefully I think there's another one in there. Let's get an upgraded sword real quick. So we just need some sticks. And we have plenty of cobblestone now, so no big deal there. Let's just throw that in there for now. We're going to need quite a bit of wood today. But luckily we have plenty, so that's not a big deal. But yeah, presumably there are 2 different ways to collect bees. The kind of intended way is there is a voodoo doll, which we'll get to hopefully later this episode. But there is presumably the vanilla way as well, where we can spawn in a tree that has a beehive. Now, whether or not that works, I honestly don't know. There's a skeleton. He is traveling down here. Oh, cool. They're both right here. So let's kill the skeletons, maybe get some more bones, and a bow. That's not bad. Not that it's hard to make a bow at this point. We have plenty of string. But yeah, so there is a couple of different ways for us to get... bees, but I don't know if the vanilla way will work. So basically, if you grow a birch tree or a oak tree next to a flower, there is a very, very small chance, it's like a 5% chance, that it will spawn a hive. Now, there is a couple of things we need to do as well. So one thing we need to do, we need to get another bucket. So we're going to cook up some iron ore. And I went ahead and sifted some. I made another sieve. We're actually going to make 2 more with the flint meshes because, well, we can do something kind of neat. Also, the meshes do not stack. So let's get 2 more flint meshes. And we're also going to want 2 more sieves. Sieves, however you say it. I never know. With as many times as I've played with this mod, I still never know. Anyways, the cool thing is if we put these in a square like so and give them all the meshes, we can actually sift 4 times as quickly. Now, this is going to be really important because we need a ton of iron to get to the next part. We need 6 more iron, which means we need, what, 24 of the ore pieces? And yeah, that's kind of annoying. So I'm going to have to sift a bunch of gravel, and I'm not going to make you guys watch all that much of it. But yeah, we need to get a ton of iron because we need, for this buzzing doll, which is a voodoo doll, will allow us to spawn a bee with witch water, which we'll get to later. Requires glowstone dust, which we can get from sifting dust in an iron mesh. And it requires yellow dye, that's fine, some sort of flower, a beehive frame, which we've made before, and a porcelain doll. Now, the porcelain dolls are made from porcelain clay and diamonds or emeralds. And the only way to get those is to sift gravel through an iron mesh. So we need to get an iron level mesh, and that requires 6 iron. Kind of a pain, but I'm going to try to do both methods. And before we kind of do too much, I do want to try to make a couple other things. So the first thing that we're going to try to make is we're going to make the dirt generator. I would not mind having one of those. And we can also get a couple of, like, we can get another clay or brick hopper. I had to remember what it was called. But we're going to need some wooden barrels filled with water, which is why we got the iron. So with the iron, what we can do is make a bucket, because I kind of got rid of both of our buckets. So when you use buckets with lava, the clay buckets break, and I never made an extra clay bucket or any extra clay before breaking our buckets. So yeah, we need to kind of get some clay going. Let's see, I need dust, so the easiest thing to do would just be to hammer some more cobblestone. So 2, 3, 4. That is fine for now. And take the gravel. I know I do have 1 dust on me, but we need to get some sand as well, I do believe. So we're only going to turn 3 of these into dust, because for the dirt generator we do need a piece of glass. And so we'll put that in there with some sticks. And we'll get the clay from back here. And to be fair, I thought that we were going to keep the clay bucket with the water, but it consumed it, so that's unfortunate. But anyways, we'll make 2 clay buckets. Let's get those fired so that they can hold liquids and stuff. So we have the glass. We have the dirt we need. We're also going to need 5 bricks. Not a big deal there. And we'll get a bucket of water. And a bucket of lava, which I pre-made. I was prepared. And that makes the dirt generator. Now the dirt generator will work exactly like this this generator. We just need to get the bricks, and let's go ahead and make another drawer. So yeah, that's pretty much that. We'll put this one right here. Once we have the bricks, we can make everything else work. So yeah, kind of the plan from here is, let's see if we can't get some trees growing. There's my saplings next to a flower, and I'm going to assume that eventually we might get a beehive, but it's not necessarily guaranteed. So let's try to grow multiple. And when that doesn't work, I will just resort to making more things, getting the I don't know if that tree will grow. It will. I'll resort to making the bee voodoo doll. Is this done? It is. And what I think we'll have to do is kind of expand a little bit, just so that we have more room to make all this stuff. So I don't know why it says brick hopper 100%. Oops. Is that a quest maybe? Let's put that on top and we'll start getting dirt. So cool. With those two done, we just need to get bees at this point. Is there a quest that I'm missing? That's the brick hoppers. The other thing is, I've been slowly collecting, because I got a lot of gravel and cobblestone, I've been slowly completing this quest, which is just to collect all of the different things. But yeah, it's slow. We need bees. I don't think there's anything with the brick. I don't know why it says that on the side. Haven't figured that one out. But anyways, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and work on getting either a lot more iron so that we can get an iron mesh. Actually, how much do we have? We have, what, 3 pieces? Yeah, because if we want diamonds, we're going to need the iron mesh. And it is actually there. It's just hard to see. And it just requires 6 iron. So I'm going to need to grab a bunch of cobblestone and build a, just hammer out a whole bunch of it, which isn't too bad. It's just going to be a matter of probably getting another hammer. But this is basically what I do. I just kind of pillar up like this, make a decent size mass of cobblestone, and as long as it doesn't touch the cobblestone that's underneath the platform, it doesn't actually matter. It will not vein mine the entire thing. And I just kind of climb up here and make a nice big tower. I'll probably go 1 more level up, and let's do something like that with an extra one underneath. And the reason I do leave a little bit of the bed visible is because, well, we can jump down onto it and not take as much damage. I don't believe anyways. Might still take a lot of damage, but whatever. Anyways, this is good enough for now. Jump down here, vein mine it all, and hopefully get most of all of that gravel. Got a little over a stack, and then just sift it. So it's iron that we want, and eventually we'll get the iron that we need. But it is going to take a little bit of time. So I'm going to go ahead and make the iron mesh. And what I'm going to kind of do is I'm going to build out a little bit, maybe in that direction, with the cobblestone. Now, eventually I will have to kind of shape the bottom platform, the cobblestone base, to be how I want it to be, but then there will be more stuff on top of it. And that's where we're going to kind of differentiate areas by building with different materials. We got to collect the materials first, obviously, but I'm going to build out a little bit. I'm going to use some dirt, and I am going to get just a little bit of a tree farm going and see if I can't get any beehives just from that. Otherwise, I'm going to sift for a while, and hopefully, you know, we're pretty close. If we can get, let's get through this, and then if we have enough iron, I'll go ahead and make the iron mesh on camera, just because, why not? I like to do most things on camera. I don't like to do too much crafting off camera that is unique or the first time, but I'll make the iron mesh. It's, like I said, it's a super simple recipe. It's just some iron and the flint mesh. We can take these out by shift right clicking, and then, yeah, we can upgrade them. Now, obviously, since it's going to be the only one that's iron, it won't actually allow us to sift more. Like, it'll only do the one. It only does connected if they have the same meshes. So yeah, I'm going to build out a little bit. And, you know, there's a bunch of guys over here, which probably means a lot of bones, potentially. And I also kind of want to see who we have. Don't know. Malty? Oh, yeah, I don't know. Don't know that person. Who do we have here? Miss Flock, General Death Row. And it's a Fallout skin. Okay. Anyways, let's get in here and get all that stuff. So yeah, like I said, hi Paul Soares. Like I said, I am going to do some work just getting a little bit of a tree farm going and seeing if I can't get bees that way. Otherwise, I'm going to sift until I get some diamonds. So that's the plan, and I will be back once I am done. And just a little bit later, and I am ready to continue because, well, this didn't work out too well. So I was growing some trees. I did this about like 2 times, got a bunch of wood, but it was easier just to sift, and we have 3 emeralds and a good bit of iron. So I'm going to put most of this stuff away. Also got some other things, which is cool. We're going to need 1 emerald for now. And so I had to move the iron mesh because I was wrong. The other meshes were also activating, and I was putting gravel through the flint meshes, which wasn't going to give me the diamonds or emeralds, which, for the record, the emeralds, emerald mesh, it requires diamond mesh. Emeralds are a 3% drop chance. Diamonds are a 0.8%. So yeah, emeralds was going to be the easier thing to get. But even when there was a sieve right here, and they weren't actually connected, the gravel was going into both. So I had to change that around a little bit. No big deal though. So I think there might be some stuff we still need. Oh, right, we need the glowstone dust. So let's get that back out. We're going to need some dust, which is not a big deal. And we'll go ahead and get that here in a moment. We also need to go ahead and cook up some glass. 4 planks will do fine. And while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and try to sift up some glowstone. So we're going to need glowstone for this thing. I did get the quest for the mesh, so I should show that off and go ahead and collect that one. We have the iron mesh. It's done. There's no rewards. There's not many rewards in this quest, in this mod pack so far, it seems, but that's okay. I like the quests in general, just to kind of give you a direction of what to work towards. I'm really bad about not knowing how to, like, what I want to do in a world, and so just simply having some quests to work toward makes it a lot easier for me. But we just need a little bit of sand. And then we're going to get some dust. And we're going to get both up to a stack. And I think let's just keep a stack of both for now. We are going to need to make another... whatchamacallit. We're going to need another hammer. But that's okay. We're going to take a little... Oh, no, we didn't take any damage. I'm kind of surprised. I took damage last time I did that. Anyways, we have some gravel. We do need to get a little bit of cobblestone. This thing is very slow. But it doesn't matter because we are getting plenty of dirt and cobblestone now. So I don't mind. If it's slow, it just means that it will work more towards what we want when I'm working on other things. So that's all. Let's go ahead and collect all of this gravel. So we should have 2 stacks. And we're going to turn this all into sand. Now we can't put anything on that torch this time. Actually, we can. I forgot. We can actually do that. But we're going to do the same exact thing. And we're going to get a couple of stacks of sand. And then we're going to get a little bit of... We're going to turn 1 stack into dust. And then we should be good to go. So let's actually turn that off. If you don't know, you can see the light levels in a lot of mod packs just by hitting F7. I can never remember what mod specifically does that, but it shows you the light levels and where mobs can spawn. Yellow means that they can spawn at night. So basically there is not enough light from like torches or whatever, but there is enough light from the sky. And red means they can spawn currently. So let's go ahead, break all that. We got a stack of sand. We do need to break a couple more. Let's make a bunch more hammers. And we're just going to turn 1 stack of sand into dust. That should be all we need. But obviously we can always get more whenever we want. So I just want to go ahead and complete the quest that is, you know, collect a stack of each and be done with that one. But yeah, we need to sift dust to get the glowstone dust, and then we can get the amazing bees. Bees are going to be very, very useful, and we need to get them as soon as possible so that we can start working on that kind of stuff. We're also going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the clay and some bone meal. Also 5. And I think that's everything we need. So we just need, so first things first, we need to make porcelain clay. And then with this we can make the porcelain dolls. We're going to get 6 of them, which is pretty good. And then from there we're going to be making the buzzing doll. So we're going to need a beehive frame, which I believe is not too bad to make. I don't remember how to make it though. Was it just 1 string surrounded by sticks? So let's go ahead and make that. We are going to need some yellow dye. Yellow dye is also not that big of a deal. We do have flowers. Is there another way we can get yellow dye a little bit more efficiently? I mean, obviously from honeycombs, but we might just need to make more. We might need to just bone meal some grass and get more flowers. So not a big deal. And then we're going to need one other thing, and we should probably get that working on nowish. The other thing we can use for the yellow dye is sulfur, which I don't know if we'll be getting or what. We'll have to look into that. But let's get on with some of this other stuff. So I have the 6 glass. The 6 glass is to make a bee jar. Bee jars are going to be super important because it's going to allow us to, well, capture bees. And then we need to make the glowstone. We need to get the glowstone dust. So glowstone dust is a 6% drop chance from iron. That's not too bad. You put bees in this. Thank you for that advancement. So we have the iron mesh. We also have this one. No rewards though. And we're working towards this. So first things first, we need to get a piece of dirt. We need to get one of our barrels. We're going to need let's see. So we need to use witch water. And I have to remember if this has the special recipe or if we just go for the old recipe of witch water. So witch water is, yeah, okay. It's the old way. So let's do that right over here. We're going to put some mycelium down next to a barrel. And we need to fill that barrel up with water. Let's do that. And mycelium, we have ancient spores. So there used to be, you could just throw ancient spores into this and it would work. But I do believe fluid item transform. There is a lot of ways to get like really cool things with Nihilo. But yeah, we need to seawater. Oh, okay. So you can make coral. That's kind of cool. So basically having water next to mycelium. Let's actually put it on the same level. Because I don't... Let's put it next to it on the same level or underneath it. There we go. So that is going to make witch water. Witch water is terrible, terrible, terrible stuff. But it's also very useful. Not only can we turn items into different things, but we can also... we're going to want this, but we're going to put this kind of more centrally. We can also do some cool things. So first things first, we need to get the glowstone. Let's go ahead and put that in there. And we'll store the sand in there because we don't really need that. So we just need to get some glowstone. We need 2 pieces of glowstone. Now the other thing I want to see is sulfur. Can we get that from sifting or anything? No, it doesn't look like it. That's fine. No glowstone. We just need a little bit of glowstone, just 2 pieces, and that will be enough to get what we need. A stack should be more than enough. We're also going to get some bone meal, which is nice. And yeah, we just need the 2 pieces of glowstone. Once we have that, we can make the doll. And then with the witch water, we can make a bee. And we're going to want to set up a little bit of an area for the bee to kind of work in. We're also getting redstone, which is nice. I don't mind, but I want the glowstone. It's just unfortunately a pretty low percentage. Can we make sulfur? So sulfur blocks, machine outputs. No, okay. Sometimes there's a recipe for making sulfur, but not in this mod pack. That's fine. So we just gotta sift this, and unfortunately it's probably gonna be a little bit before we get what we need. Wow, we got a lot of stuff from that one. And we're gonna have a lot of other things. Is glowstone dust like the lowest chance? Yes. It's about as rare as gunpowder, and we have 4 gunpowder. Really, game? I just need two glowstone. So we just got to get lucky twice. But yeah, so once we have a bee, we're going to have to set up something for them to kind of live in and collect honey for us. And we're going to start collecting the honeycombs and all that kind of stuff pretty much immediately because we're going to need to. So anytime it wants to give me some, this is seriously kind of bad. Iron mesh, it says it works, and it's not any better for anything else, so it doesn't really matter if we upgrade the mesh or not. We could make another iron mesh, but right now I don't really want to. So this might take me some time as well. So let's get through this stack, and then yeah, there's another gunpowder. Hey, our first glowstone. Just give me one more, and I'll be happy, and I won't complain for the rest of the episode because we're almost done with it. So what we're gonna do after we get our first bee is we're going to set up just a little bit of a small enclosure for it. Nothing major right now. Just something to... There we go. 2 dust left. Nice. Alright, so we have that. Let's put all that in there. We can grab 4 dandelions and make the yellow dye. And then we just need one more flower, so we're going to take a poppy because we have a bunch of poppies already. And we should be able to make the buzzing doll. Perfect. So we just throw this into the barrel and we'll get our first bee. Now, that is most of all of the things here. But we need to get some sort of, well, we need to have an area for the bee. So let's just build it out of cobblestone. And actually, we're just gonna, you know, let's make a shovel. I was debating whether or not I wanted to make a shovel. Let's go ahead and make a shovel. Because what we're going to do is we're just going to dig this dirt and make sure there's no darkness here. And let's just have an area. Let's get a little bit of glass, I think. So let's get 8 sand. Does this mod pack have tiny coal or tiny charcoal? I have a lot of coal. I've done a lot of sifting. No. Doesn't have either. That's fine. So let's just get a little bit of sand turned into glass. And for the most part, everything we have is renewable. But what we're going to want is just a little bit of an enclosure. And this is very temporary. We're going to put dirt on the bottom here. And I already had a bunch of dirt on me, which is fine. So we just put dirt right here. I put a torch down. Let's see. I want grass seeds. Do we have a lot of grass seeds? We have a few. So let's take one. And we're just going to put that right there. And it will eventually spread. Do we have watering cans in this mod pack? I actually don't know what all is in this mod pack to know like what we can work with and whatnot. But no, it doesn't look like it. Does I don't think that'll work. Anyways, let's put the torch there. We're gonna just go up 2. And we're going to enclose this one on all sides except for the front. And let's see, we do something like this. Like I said, it's going to be very ugly, but I don't really care right now because it's more important just to kind of have the space for the bee. And we're going to light up the corners. And you know what? Actually, we're not going to light up the corners. We are going to just slab the top. Because it'll look a little bit nicer, I think. Obviously, we could make this look a lot nicer, but this is just a setup to get us started. By no means is it going to be what we use permanently or anything like that. It is literally just something so that we have a place to put the bee, so that it will start producing our honey and our honeycombs and all that fun stuff. So let's break this for right now. Alright, I need to break the torches. Let's just pillar back up there. We'll break the 2 torches. We will slab it. And I'm going to put glass here. And that's kind of the point. Let's actually remove these. We'll put glass here too. And that should be fine. So we have a little bit of cobblestone on us. Let's grab our glass. Let's grab our beehive. I've not actually placed this one down. And I think there is a front and back to it. So I hope that is the right way around. But if it's not, it's fine. And let's just make something like this so we can get in there and at least put the bee back. So now we just need to make the bee. And to do that, do we right click on it? Yes, we just right click. And we get a whole bunch of particle effects. And eventually, once it is finished, it'll spawn a bee. And we caught one. It looks angry. Let's get a flower. We're going to put a flower in here. I kind of forgot about that part. And that's that. Ow. Oh no. Oh no. I forgot. Oh no. He's gonna die, isn't he? He stung me. Our bee friend is going to die. So let's put him back in there and see what happens. I might have to make another one, but if I do, that's okay. I'm just not entirely sure how this works in terms of, okay, so will you go into the hive? No. All right, well, you know what? Let's do it this way. It'll be easier. Let's get some more cobblestone. I've not worked with bees, I'll be perfectly honest. It looked like capturing him did reset the death timer. Hopefully. So let's break this. Oh, and I think he died. Well, that was a failure, but I can remake that. I can do all that over again. We can get a new bee. A stronger bee, a bee that won't get angry, because I will figure out which way this actually faces, so that, you know, the bee can get in and do all the stuff. We might also need a campfire underneath it, which is also fine. Do we pick up the glass shards? So we can use the glass shards to make more glass. So I can break this, but I don't get all of it back, which is a shame. But yeah, that is something I'm gonna have to figure out. We'll get there. But so I'm going to set up our first bee in here between episodes, and then we'll come back next time, and hopefully we can start getting honeycombs. And I'm also going to kind of start planning out how big I want this area to be, and just kind of what I want to do in general with all of the various things. So let's prepare another bee. I do like the bee jars. There is also a bee box which can contain up to 10 bees. The bee mod that's in this, which I was reading through this book, I believe it's Resourceful Bees or something, is really, what is this called? 50 Shades of Bee, of course. What are you from? Yeah, Resourceful Bees. It's a really like in-depth mod, and it's really cool. So I was reading a little bit about it, and so we have things to look forward to. But for now, we gotta get another bee and get him in there, so that it produces, or I guess technically her, so it produces honey for us, and we can kind of continue on. So that is the plan. That's what I'm gonna do between episodes, and next time, yeah, we'll hopefully be able to have a little bit of a bigger area. We'll start working on getting more stuff, and getting more bees and bee products and automation and all that kind of fun stuff. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!